We're going to get things going. We're at home today. This thing will reload. The Beer Keggers are at home, and they have the Moonstars visiting. The Beer Keggers are 16-0. This is the 17th game of the season. 2 more to go, and they're going to go out to the field first as Rusty Bustum will be the first at bat for the Moonstars. The Moonstars are doing pretty good this year. They have more wins than losses. I think they lost 2 or 3 games. All right, no worries. Oven is hot. As Rusty Bustum comes up, he's expecting some of this food here as well from the oven that is hot. Jeanette Dreyer is going to try to give it to him, but the first pitch of the game goes right down the line. Strike number 1. Here's the second pitch to Bustum. He swings, he misses, and that's going to be strike number 2 as he was expecting the heater. That one goes ball on the inside. Sidewinder pulls that in on the inside. Jeanette Dreyer throws that one over to Beer, picks that up at short, fires it to first, eventually getting to Woodsman. Out number 1. Ida! What's up, Ida? Now here's Herbert Hackman, the blonde bomber. I think, this isn't the Tuttle dude. Anyways, we got Dreyer is now pitching to number 22, second baseman. That comes in on the inside for ball number 2. Drunk history. We could do that right now. Big Sloss slides for it right over the top. Goes out to Dirty Kurt. Throws it to Bojack on first, safe. Runner on, 1 away. Gustafsson. We got the blonde twins on this team following back-to-back. Runner at first. Jeanette looks over his shoulder. Sees the runner stays. Fires it in. It goes foul. Strike number 1. That's on the inside as well, so that will be ball number 1. That's right in the zone. That is a strike. For 2 strikes, 1 ball, 1 out. That catches him swinging. He don't know what to do. His mouth's hanging over on the ground. He's expecting some food to be delivered from Mom Games Hard right there, but he's walking back to the dugout empty-handed. This one gets popped straight up in the air. Reliable is headed back out towards the wall, reaches up, pulls that one in. Out number 3. The top of the first, the Moonstars did not score any runs, and that brings up the Beer Keggers with number 1, first baseman, and the first man on the team, Bojack Woodsman. Kid history, yeah. All right, so here's Woodsman, 658 average. He does have that big homer. Bunch of RBIs. He's going to hit that one down the line. That's going foul, though. That's be strike 1 for him. He smashes that one out to center. That's going to be an easy out there. Nope, the center fielder can't get to it. So he's going to second. He'll hold up there. A nice hit for Bojack. I swear they're going to catch it out there at center, but it went over his head. Now we got Big Sauce. Darren, 808 coming in. Number 2. Bojack's on second. He taps that one. All right, so Darren's out. Bojack slides at third. He's safe. So now he's in scoring position with 1 away as KungfuBeer's brother, Big Slick Brandon Balls, steps up to the plate. He smashes that past second, who can't quite get to it. So Balls goes first. Bojack comes in, taps the plate. First score on the board for the Beer Keggers. KungfuBeer with 1 away. His brother's on first is now up. He lets that first one come right over the center of the plate. Strike number 1. That's going to be a little too low. That's ball number 1. That's going to be outside. That's ball number 2. He almost swung at that. That was a little too high, though. It would have been a pop out. He has to hit that one because oh, no. Wrong way. Okay, so I made the guys go back the wrong way. So Beer goes to second, a double for him. That puts Big Slick on third. And now Reliable, he's up to bat, 1 away. Lets the first one come right over the plate. Strike number 1. That's going to be counted as a strike. A little too high. No! Reliable takes his first strikeout ever.
Now batting, number 53, the pitcher.
All right, so two outs now. Brings up Dreyer, who smashes that one right out in the pocket. So that Big Slick comes in. Kung Fu comes in. So Dreyer gets 2 RBIs added to her record. 2 scores added, now 3 for the Beer Keggers. And hey, guys, Dirty Kurt, who's a switch hitter, comes up. Kurt goes to first. Dreyer goes to second. 2 away. And that's going to bring up Mr. Slowpoke, Robert Deputy Dog. He makes Dirty Kurt seem like a speed runner. He hits that right to second. It's out number 3. And that retires the Beer Keggers at the bottom of the first with 3 runs on the board. And now the Moonstars at the top of the second are sending Clyde Oliver up first. Lackey Lester will be following him up.
Now batting.
So no homers, 2 RBIs, 364 average. Clyde Oliver is their right fielder today. Not a lot of power, so Dreyer's going to try her luck. Throwing a heater there. Goes to Beer, who picks it up at short. Fires it to first. Out number 1.
Now batting, number 10.
Now we got 1 homer, 7 RBIs, 396. Lackey Lester, who has a decent amount of power in contact. But she's not going to try her luck here. Got a little bit of hiccups going there as Bojack catches that at first. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 44, the shortstop.
So Rodney Park, their shortstop, he's probably an amazing man himself who's flying through the air today. We'll take that first one low for ball number 1. The next pitch comes in. That curves in. Looks like Big Slick's calling for that one out at left. He calls that 3 up, 3 down for the Moonstars, sending Sidewinder Kapowie at the bottom of the order out for the Beer Keggers at the bottom of the second. Alicia Woodrow is the pitcher for the Moonstars. So 6'11" average now. 1 homer, 3 RBIs. That homer happened in the last game for Kapowie. And the fan club has not shown up today. She lets that first one come in as a strike. That comes in a little low as well, but it's still a strike. Kapowie has to reach for that to risk the strike out at first as it got hit right to the second baseman. It happens. So we're back to the top of the order with 1 away. And here's Woodsman. Puck Fu just shows up, the part of the Sidewinder Kapowie fan club. Woodsman swings a little bit too late, sends that one foul. That's going to be a little high for ball number 1. He takes his time. He hits that one right over the second baseman. Another 2-base hit for the Woodsman, who's coming in second and standing up there. As I'm reading the chat sometimes when pitchers are coming in, they'll usually end up in fouls or strikes. So here's Big Sauce, who did not make it to base his last at-bat. He'll swing at that one about 30 minutes too late. That one's a nice one, it looks like. So Woodsman's going to hold up at 30. Probably could have made it home. But he's hoping that Big Slick here can get him in. No worries. Big Slick will get him in. Big Slick hits that out. And Big Sauce attempted to make it to third, but turned around to head back as to not risk an out. So here's the silver shadow today. He's the silver shadow today. KungfuBeer 1 away. That's the first one come in a little hot there. He'll hit that to shortstop. That's going to be, well, I thought it was going to be a double play. And, well, Big Slick kind of held up and didn't make it to second in time. It's not 15-0. The Moonstars are doing pretty good here. So here's Reliable. Smash. Oh, fudge! The third baseman flies through the air. Superman catches that one. So that's 3 outs for the Beer Keggers with 1 run added. It is the top of the third, 4-0. An unusual situation lately for the Beer Keggers, but that's not a weird thing. There's been many games we haven't scored any runs till later, and we've actually last season we lost one as well. So here's Dreyer going to be facing Raffy Slaps. Dinner is in, and so is that ball from Wetter or dryer. That would be dryer, not wetter. Jeez. Beer picks that up, fires it off the first. What you got? What you got for dinner? What came out of the oven, Mom? As Alicia Woodrow, 600 average, 2 RBIs, is coming up to face a dryer. Chicken, carrots, and green beans with some sauce. Sounds wonderful. Yeah, you have to put that stuff in for a while, right? My wife's not making any food this weekend, she said, as she made food all week. So there's a plethora of things for me to have. As the third one strikes out whoever the hell that was, Flappy Gums, or whatever her name was, Rusty Bustum. 0 for 1 today. First baseman, he's now facing Dryer. You didn't, yeah. You shine on the weekends. This one gets popped straight up, and it looks like Big Slick's running for it. It might be out of here. It's caught at the wall. Out number 3, the Moonstars, nothing but zeros on the board for them. I was trying to think of something witty to come up with instead of just balls, especially when we have a player named Balls. So Moonstars have nothing. Jeanette Dryer, who just did a 3 and out again, is up first. 1 for 1 today with a single. So the first pitch for her, she swings too high. Damn it. She hits that one straight up into the second baseman's mitt, just outside of the infield there. And now, hey guys, he's feeling pretty jacked. He's fit, and he wants to do something here, but we'll see if Dirty Kurt can actually contact the ball. The first one he swings and misses. That goes to third baseman. So that's out number 2. So we've been 2 up, 2 down now, as the slowpoke, Robert Deputy Dog, is going to need a wheelchair to make it to first, apparently, is now batting. Letting those 2 curveballs come in. Both are not coming in strike zone. He does like that right in the second baseman's mitt. 3 up, 3 down. No runs for the Beer Keggers. So the top of the 4th, the Moonstars have Hackman back up. Who got on base his last at-bat? I'm so professional. So here's the first of 2 blonde bombers. So with that kind of beard, Dryer has to be careful. Second baseman, blonde bomber number 1. As you see, he bombed the hell out of that thing, but it went out of the park foul. He swings and misses on the slider there. He wants some heat, so, well, look at that. He don't know what to do. He's definitely not getting no dinner from Mom. And here's Gustafson, who had a strikeout his last at-bat. That is when Mom Games Hard went to go get her food, and he was expecting some of it and got none of it. Therefore, he was swinging for the fences, and he didn't even bring a plate. So the first one goes foul. That's strike number 1. That goes foul as well right in the dugout. That's strike number 2. We're definitely not throwing him a fastball. That'll be knocked the hell out of the park if we do. That's in the stands. Lucky Fan gets a signature ball courtesy of Gustafson. That one heads out to the pocket there. Reliable's headed for it. Hopefully he doesn't walk out of his shoes. And then he throws it off the second. The runner's safe. That's a double with 2 away. And now Windy Wheels. 5 homers, 13 RBIs, 328 average, and is very fast, but he did not get on base his last at-bat. Dryer's going to chance it here. She's going to throw the fastball. All right, the first one goes foul, and of course, that means that's a strike. That one goes out to Reliable. He's going to have to throw it in home, try to hold the run there as the other runner advances. Windy Wheels basically had a lot of wind in his sails there as he turned the corner, headed to second. Double for him. Clyde Oliver's up with 2 away. Runner in scoring position. Well, let's see. Let's try this here. Sidewinder gives it. Okay, we'll just fire it off the first. Amazingly, we get it. Lucky Lester. I thought there was 2 away, but there's only 1 away, so I'm glad I didn't throw it somewhere else. Now there's 2 away. So with 2 away, now this guy's got decent amount of power. Lucky Lester lets that first one slide right in over the plate. Strike number 1. He does swing for that one a little too late. That goes foul, or actually that would have been too early, I believe, in order to send it over his. Look at that. He's so ashamed. He's going to go bash his head in the dugout. 0 runs again for the Moonstars, which is okay because the Beer Keggers only have 4 at the bottom of the 4th with your number 1, Sidewinder Kapowie, up first.
Now batting, number 13, the catcher.
Sidewinder Kapowie's not been known to do much cooking. Last game, though, she was on fire. And she was sending everything. She was catering for the entire club with all the hot potatoes she was dealing with. She slides in second safe. Took her about 20 years to get there, but she's there square. And she slides in as Bojack Woodsman comes up next. Lets that first one go strike, a little low, but he did not swing for it. He's going to swing for that one. That goes to first. Sidewinder heads back to second. And that brings up Big Sauce with 1 away. Sidewinder's on second. Big Sauce has 2 homers and 26 RBIs himself. He's going to smash that one. That's going to be good. That brings Sidewinder in. Sauce goes to second. So that's a RBI and another score for the Beer Keggers.
Now batting, number 74,
Big Slick, KungfuBeer's brother. This is exactly what my brother looks like. For those of you who have not heard this before, this is my brother right here. 100% attitude and everything. So here's he hits that one up. Is that out of here? That's gone, guys. That's gone. So Mr. Attitude, Big Slick, Brandon Balls with another home run, 467 feet out the center of the park, celebrating with his brother, Beer, right there at the plate. 2 runs scored now for the Beer Keggers. As KungfuBeer with 1 for 2 today, with his last one being a double, trying to follow his brother's footsteps here. He likes that one. That's out at center, though. It's going to get caught right there, so he's out, number 2. And here's Mr. Reliable, 0 for 2 today, which I would not call reliable again, but some reason that name still sticks to him. He's either reliably on or reliably not on. And today it looks like he's going to be reliably striking out, swinging and missing is what he's done so far. Yeah, I thought I was going to get caught by first, but it's not. So he's headed to second. Somehow the error by the first baseman gets him a double there. So Reliable gets a little bit of luck there. As Jeanette Dreyer, a pitcher, 1 for 2. She doesn't have any homers, but she's got a bunch of RBIs. 2 outs. Right in the pitcher's face. So Dreyer tries to make it to first. She doesn't make it, but she took out the pitcher with her. So that's it. The Beer Keggers put 3 on the board for a total of 7. The pitcher gets tossed out there by Dreyer. So Moonstars at the top of the 5th send Rodney Park in first.
Now batting, number 44.
It's a hoomer. A hoomer. Runs batted in is what RBI stands for. Body contusion for the pitcher, A. Woodrow, as Jeanette Dreyer is now pitching to Rodney Park. He sends the slider in there, and Park swings for it about 40 minutes too late. Dinner is cold. That one's a foul ball. So Dreyer's not sending in the heat and strikes him out. He don't know what to do. He's going back home as Rafi Slaps comes in 0 for 1 as well. 1 homer, 2 RBIs, a .250 average. So that's about a quarter. If you have $1, $2.50 is a quarter. So that's a 25% success rate on the batting average. He sends that first changeup in, and Slaps swings for it, gets nothing. That one, he swings a little bit too, I don't know, early, I guess. So that would be a foul ball over his left shoulder. He does reach down. He pops that one. Woodsman's headed for it, but it's going too far away for him to grab. So it's 2 strikes, 1 out. He's going to send in some heat. Yeah, field goal. That one's over the corner of the plate. Strikeout number 2 as Alicia Woodrow. A tense week, 5.45 average is not going to be. She has that contusion. That's the one that that Dreyer smashed in the face. She just definitely does not want to face Dreyer in opposite positions. She's going to head out. They put in a pinch hitter who golf swings that foul. That's over the edge of the plate. Strike number 2. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. right over the plate. He's just it's just unbelievable that went over the plate. Anyways, that's a strikeout. No runs again. Top of the fifth for the Moonstars. That could change any minute. Beer Keggers with a 7-point lead. Hey, guys. Right fielder, number 69. Dirty Kurt's up first.
The right fielder.
Penalty shot. Yeah, it's like hockey. They should fight, huh? Cool, you can knock out the pitcher, though. Dirty Kurt hits that right to first baseman. He's still shopping at Walmart. Or actually, that dirtbag goes to Best Buy, so he deserves to be out at first for shopping there. As Robert Deputy Dog, who also shops at Best Buy, lets that first one come in, ball number 1. He hits that run out in the pocket. He's on first as the center fielder picks it up and throws it to second. Yeah, Deputy Dog ham hocks.
Number 13, the catcher.
All right, here's Kapowie. 1 out. Deputy Dog needs a hefty lead. Oh, Kapowie kind of hit that one up. We got to send Deputy Dog back, as it'll take him 25 minutes to figure out which way to go first. Using his turn signals, he'll have to make that turn around to get back to first. And he does, as Bojack Woodsman, 2 for 3 today. All doubles, 2 outs. That's the first one come in on the inside, a little high, ball number 1. That's going to just clip the edge of the plate, strike number 1. It's inside for ball number 2. That's going to be outside, ball number 3. 3-1. Woodsman likes that. He sends that out to left, so that puts him on first. And now we got Robert Deputy Dog hanging out on second. Big Sauce is back up, 2 away.
The second baseman.
See what Darren does here. That's that first one go, ball number 1. He got a piece of it, a little too late, sends it foul, strike number 1. Too early, that's a foul as well in his stands. He'll sign that one later. That's inside, ball number 2. Yep, so the second baseman tries to dive for it. It's another RBI for Big Sauce. Robert Deputy Dog is headed home. Big Sauce is coming into third, but, well, look at this. What are we going to do there? I can't just send one. I know there's a way to do it, but it never works for me. So Big Slick should have slid into third. It didn't matter. He's going to get tagged anyways, as the runner was trying to touch the home plate. So just like that, there was another run that should have been on the board but was not, due to the operator here between the chair and the keyboard or the controller on this side of the microphone. That's all right. No use crying over spilled milk. Motter picks that one up, sends it off to second. It's a base hit. And now part 1 of the Blonde Bomber team. Herbert Hackman comes up first. Here's the first pitch. That's going outside, ball number 1. That goes right to Deputy Dog, who reaches down, fires at the first, probably threw his elbow into emergency medical services requirement, trying to get it that far. Part 2, the Blonde Bomber team now comes in. Gustafson sends that one right in the hole. Reliable's going to have to try to toss this one home. Probably untied his shoelace, throwing that one from the gopher hole out at center.
11, the center field.
And now Windy Wheels, with 1 away, you have a runner in scoring position to put the first run on the board for the Moonstars. He's going to hit that one straight up, foul into the stands. Pretty close to the parking lot there, maybe. That one goes to Beer. He's going to try to get it here. First one, second one doesn't quite make it. He's safe on first. Run scored. The Moonstars now are on the board as Adam Schiff here, Clyde Oliver, Mr. Wide-Eye himself. You guys don't know who that is. That's a politician in America. But he looks just like this dude, all like surprised that he's even able to play baseball. So that's ball. He's a California congressman, by the way, for those of you who care. They're still in there. Kapowie tries to get it there and safe. Bullshit, as the umpire, blue out there, needs some glasses. That's going to be high, so we got 3 strikes, 1 ball. I'm sorry, 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Dreyer needs to figure out how to get this in there without getting knocked out of the park. Well, that goes to her. We're going to try to get it first. It ain't going to make it. Safe on first.
Now batting, number 10, the catcher.
I mean, I didn't compare. What's up, Eric? I didn't compare the athlete. I was saying he looked just like Adam Schiff, the dirtbag. All right. Anybody from California is an idiot, my opinion. Oh, wait, I'm from California. Well, you know what they mean. You know what they say right there, right? All right, so that Big Sauce is going to pick this up. Fire to second. Out number 3. So now the Moonstars did get one up on the board. The Beer Keggers don't have a 90-point lead as usual. They only have a 7-point lead, quick math, as Big Slick heads to the plate first. He's 3 for 3 today. 50 shift, yep. Too high. Ball number 1 for Big Slick. Golf swings that out, and that worked for him, so he'll go from first. There's an error there, so he'll head to second. He does not have the horsepower, most likely, to make it to third, so he'll head back face down into second. He taps the bag. He's safe as his brother, Big, whatever. I'm screwing up the nicknames now as the Silver Surfer almost takes out the pitcher, so he'll head to first. Looks like Balls started to head home, but he turned around. He got his wits about him. As Reliable is going to come up and hopefully load the bases is what he's trying to do. Reliable is going to... all right, so now Balls is going to try to head in. Okay, now we're getting in some sort of pickle, double pickle here. All right. I wanted to just make the one KungfuBeer go back. I pushed the right button, but with the new one coming out next week, it's supposed to be easier to do that.
Too high.
All right, so here we got one out. Dreyer's going to hit that. We're going to make. Oh no, everybody's going. Wow! Dreyer got her first home run. It hits the top of the wall and falls over. 3 runs added for the Beer Keggers, now 1-11. Her first home run all season in game number 17. So here's Dirty Kurt going to follow the pressure of Dreyer getting a home run. The one comes inside off his kneecaps. That's ball number 1. Hey guys, hits that one foul down the first base line. Strike number 1. He swings way too early in the dugout. That one goes. 2 strikes. He has to hit that the first, fearing of striking out. 2 away.
Now batting number 66,
and slow poke,
the third baseman.
wheelchair pusher. Deputy Dog's up now. 2 away. Outside. That one is for ball number 1. That's a little bull low. He's going to hit that one foul. Now we're at 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball number 2, 2-2. Oh, no, don't hit that one. That was too high. That would have been a pop-up. That one goes right into third baseman's mitt anyways. Out number 3. 3 runs for the Beer Keggers. 10-point lead as the Moonstars top of the 7th. Then Rodney Park, who had a strikeout his last at-bat. And Ralphie Slaps will be following, who also was striked out by Dreyer. Dreyer gets a call from Sidewinder. Sends the pitch in. That gets tapped just out of reach. Big Sauce picks it up. Fires it first. Out number 1.
Now batting number 47.
Batting practice. More like running practice. Okay, so what do we got? We got some power here. Pretty slick hair dude if you look at Slaps there. And that's going to throw this one in just on the outside, kind of high. And that looks like that's going out to Dirty Kurt at right, who's calling for it. Hopefully he catches it. He does. Out number 2.
Now batting
And Taylor McWales is not going to be hitting. Instead, they're going to put in Clubber Buff, a pinch hitter. He's got a mohawk. You know what we do with mohawks, right? Hit him in the mohawk right here, sending a changeup, strike number 1. Anybody with a mohawk thinks they can always hit it out of the park. So he hits that one straight up in the air, over the fence. That's strike number 2, foul ball. 2 outs. That goes to Dryer, who can't quite get it. That goes right in the pocket. Reliable picks it up, sends it second. The Mohawk gets a single. And you know,
Number 27,
when
the
Mohawk
first
from
baseman.
STFU, when Veteran Chaos is on the team, he's going to have a Mohawk. I hope you know that. It's going to be as big as I can get it. All right, so here's Dryer sending to Rusty Bustum. First one is going to be a ball, a little too high. 2 outs, runner on first. That one hits the corner of the plate. That's strike number 1. NM, thank you so much for continuing your sub that you got gifted from Happy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got pitchers changing out. So go ahead and stretch out real quick. Okay, all done. Let's get back to the game here. Wish they did music in the middle. That'd be really neat, but they don't. Ow. The Powie's up first for the Beer Keggers. 1-3 today. Much different than her last at game where she was technically on fire. Well, she's still on fire mojo-wise. So we got a Sidewinder pitcher here going to Sidewinder Kapowie. Yeah, I did that. Both of them coming as strikes. She struck out because that one went way. Yeah, get out of here. I'm punch you in the face. Anyways, here's Woodsman, who is probably going to try to hit him in the face as Sidewinder Kapowie strikes out. That doesn't happen very often. That's going to be just a little too low. Ball number 1. He does hit that out to right, so Woodsman's on first.
Now batting, number 15.
King of the Aces, welcome, man. NM, I did say thank you for the sub. Thanks for chatting as well. 1 out. Oh, that's okay. So Kapowie was almost a second. That wasn't Kapowie. That was whoever the hell was on first.
Now batting, number
Woodsman. I knew he was a little bit slow. Here's Big Slick Balls with 2 away. Woodsman's on first. He needs a little bit of a head start there. That goes to first. There's 3 outs right there. Like it never even happened. No runs. Bottom of the 7th after that quick stretch. Top of the 8th. Moonstars are sending Herbert Hackman, round 1 of the Blonde Bombers, up first, who got a strikeout and is 1 for 3 today. I'm having a great day, King.
22, the second
Big
baseman.
Slick Balls, that's for sure. That's my brother. All right, so here's round 1 of the Blonde Bomber team. Dryer's still in there because she's doing pretty well, so we'll leave her in. She doesn't need a relief pitcher. I always send my daughter in there dirt if she needs to have a little bit of break. Second one comes in as a strike. So we got 2 strikes, no balls. That's going to be a little high. So that is 1-2. He does get a piece of that, sends that one foul as well. He also does get a piece of that. The outfielders are running for it, and nobody can get to it. Nobody knows who wants to grab it, as Reliable misses it. Dirty Kurt takes it, sends it to second, but the runner made it to third. So Blonde Bomber number 1 gets a triple with no outs. And, 69 pitches. That one's going right in the middle again. We're not even going to try to get it. Kurt will throw out the first. A run comes in for the Moonstars, putting them at 2. Still a 10-point lead for the Beer Keggers. Windy Wheels, 1 for 3 today. You see Dryer has a little bit of stamina as well still left. Going to throw that one on the inside. Curveball that comes in a little too curvy. They're stealing there. Sidewinder's going to try to get it, and I can't believe we finally nailed somebody stealing. Sidewinder got it there in time, so it's out number 1. Here we go. That's on the outside corner. Enough for a swing and a miss. That's strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 out. That's going foul. It also counts as a strike at this stage. That's a reach down, a pop-up, Big Slick Brandon Balls. Calls that one out at left. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 13, the right field.
Clyde Oliver, the right fielder, does have a good amount of contact ability. Lower levels of power, but Dryer's not going to risk this. She doesn't have a homer on her yet. She's going to try to get that ball. She picks it up, fires it first, just in time. Out number 3. And the Moonstars at the top of the 8th put 1 additional run on the board, so now they're at 2. The Beer Keggers This is their last at-bat if they can hold the lead with KungfuBeer 2 for 4 today. So he's 50-50 right now.
Now batting, number 71, the shortstop.
Here's his first pitch. He smashes that out to center. He'll be out. That's out number 1. Here's Reliable, who's going to follow up. He's 1 for 4 today, so he's reliably shitty today. He swings at that garbage, and it goes right on the ground. And that one, he's going to try to make up for it. He's going to hit that one. That's out. So Reliable makes up for the first swing and a miss, and then he fires the next one out of here as a home run. That is Reliable's 5th home run in the 66th RBI. I don't know why that counts as an RBI for him, because it's him, not somebody else. So it wasn't a run batted in, but I guess it counts. Anyways, Reliable is on the board as another home run, and here's your pitcher of the day, Jeanette Dreyer. He gets a piece of that on the inside of the bat. That goes out to right. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 69.
And here's Dirty Kurt. 1 for 4 today. Hey, guys, isn't having as good of a day as he usually has been. But not everybody can have a spectacular day every day, as the first 2 garbage balls go off the ground. He hits that one right out to center. That should be out number 3, and it is, as the Beer Keggers added one, buffered that one run back on the board to meet the Moonstars one at the 8th. And now at the top of the 9th, the Moonstars have 3 outs remaining of this game, with Lackey Lester the first to give it an attempt.
The catcher.
Lester has a homer and 7 RBIs. Jeanette's still in there. She's doing all right. That goes out to Bojack Woodsman, who's going to try to get it. Can he? Yep, he underhands it to Dreyer on first. Wasn't sure it was I was trying to get the first in time, but it just wasn't working that way. So now we have Rodney Park at the bottom of the order, is what Puck Fu is saying. This is what? No, that's number 7. That one goes right over the plate. Strike number 1. 1 away. That one goes to Beer, who don't fuck this one up. Sends it off to first. That's out number 2. There's now 1 out left of the game. Raffy Slaps, who's 0-3 just today, is the very last chance to put a run on the board. He gets a piece of that over Woodsman's head. That goes to Dirty Kurt, who actually picks it up finally. Sends it to Woodsman on first. Runner's safe, 2 away, runner on now. There's now a run on. Unless this guy gets a home run, well, it ain't going to be him. They're going to put Dale Nell in there, pinch hitter, because they didn't trust that guy. The pinch hitter lets the first one come in hot, right over the plate, strike 1. That's going to be on the inside. 1-1, 2 outs. He gets that one. Dryer's is going to fire off the first. Out number 3. And your Beer Keggers are still undefeated at 17-0. Here's our runs for the game. 2-12 is the final score. The homers. We had 1 by Brandon Big Slick Balls, 1 by Mr. Reliable, and Jeanette Dreyer, her first home run of the season. Now we had the only Dreyer was pitching today. The top 3 of the game is Big Slick, Brandon Balls coming at the number 1 spot. Number 53, Jeanette Dreyer, your pitcher, and Darren Big Sauce, 808 at 3rd. And that's going to do it for the Beer Keggers game today. Let's look real quick. The last game coming up, I just missed who it was. What happened here? There we go. I pushed the wrong button. So Beer Keggers sitting at 17-0. Their last game of the season, they're going to be visiting the Grapplers, who are 7 wins, 9 losses. And, well, you got Jose Stu as a starting pitcher for the Beer Keggers. That will be the last game of the regular season. And, I guess, yeah, we don't have anybody to simulate because we're the first game of that series next week. So, listen, everybody, thank you so much for watching the Beer Keggers here. I'm going to end this video and talk to you for just a minute afterwards, but for YouTube, that I'm going to export this to. That's it, and we'll see you in the next one.